These are gonna be my like top 10 non-negotiable turnoffs as a 31-year-old woman. This is not because I'm single, because I'm not. You guys know that I have a partner, I have a baby, whatever. But if I was dating, these would be the things that I would be like, absolutely not. It's just not gonna work, because I think a lot of this stuff stems from resentment and bitterness and holding on to a lot of these little grudges that can come from this list that you can compile yourself. Everybody can make a list of things that you actually just cannot bend on, and then you can live by them, and then you can, oh my gosh, have a healthy relationship. So they're gonna go in order from like least important to like the most important, but they're not in anything specific, because down to the bottom, they're gonna get jumbled in importance. So number 10 is no car. I didn't have a car for a very long time. I understand it's expensive to have a car. Depending on the city that you live in, you kind of need a car, especially for the jobs that you have. So it would just make me question, like, what is your lifestyle like for you not, you know, to need a car? Like, do you take the train everywhere, the bus? That's fine, but it's like, it makes you question, like, what's your lifestyle like? And it might not be as like nomadic as me, because I love to get in the car and go. I don't want to feel stuck anywhere. So that's why I had to go get my car and my license, so that I didn't have to feel this way. And also, I didn't want to be the bitch that didn't have a car at 30, because it was just like, I hated asking people to come pick me up. It was just annoying. It was just annoying. So that also ties into not having any ambition, no job, no drive to get a job, or no plan to get a job. So no ambition, job, drive, or plan. There has to be something. Like, you have to be ambitious, you have to have a plan, and you have to have the drive to get the job done. We've all gone through stuff. People don't have jobs all the time. Like, everything is up and down, which is understandable. But if it's like becoming a thing where it's like you just constantly aren't working, you aren't looking for anything, you don't have any drive, you're unmotivated, there are things that are going on mentally, I'm sure, that are taking a toll on you, which makes you feel this way. But there are things that you need to do to get yourself out of that mental state, which I don't think being in a relationship is gonna help. I think it's gonna make it worse. So I think when you're in this state of kind of like limbo, figuring it out, that's like the worst time to get into a relationship, because you're figuring yourself out while you have somebody else with you. So you're in this constant like transitional period, and they're just like watching you transition, and you're like going through all these different character changes, and they're just kind of going with it. So I don't think it's healthy. I mean, maybe you guys can kind of like go through it together, but if you're just meeting someone and you know you're going on this journey where you're like, I need to get my shit together, I just wouldn't get in a relationship. I just can't. It's getting serious, guys. Bad hygiene. So that includes like showering, bathing, brushing teeth, you know, smell, just like overall smell. I know a lot of things you can't help when it comes to body odor, so I get that, but like you have to be aware of the fact that you do have body odor, and that you need to like kind of like understand that other people can smell it as much as you might like your own smell. I don't know if we like the smell. So that, and like bad breath, like your breath, I think, sets the tone. Okay, when you talk to somebody and your breath kicks off that tongue and it's hot as shit and it's hitting somebody in the face, it's not gonna make them wanna do or work with you or talk to you again, because I don't wanna be burnt by that breath. It doesn't wipe after using the bathroom. A lot of guys and girls think they don't have to wipe after using the bathroom. I saw a girl yesterday on here talking about she doesn't wash her hands after she uses the bathroom when she's at home, because she's at home. What? So you're telling me you have your period, you go to the bathroom at home, and you don't go wash your hands, and you go cook for your kids and your man or whatever you got going on? That's what I'm telling you. You can't eat at everybody's house. You cannot eat at everybody's house. They put their cats on the counters. They don't wash their hands after they take a shit at home. Just bring your own fucking bag of chips or something. I don't know. Okay, talks down on women and is rude to staff at restaurants, or like, you know, service workers and stuff. I've been a service worker before. I think everybody has, for the most part, unless you're like just some very privileged person. That is the most disgusting quality that you can have. I think woman, male, whatever, it doesn't matter. But for you to go into an establishment and then treat the staff as if they're less than you just because you are frequenting the place, girl, go to hell. Fuck you. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your partner. I don't want to be nothing. I think that's so rude. And I think that's something that is just kind of like embedded in who you are as a person too. So I don't think that's what you can change. I think you just genuinely feel like you're better than everybody else. So you're not better than me, so I can't be around you. And then when you just talk down on women, it just makes me feel as if it's like, it's giving very like incel, like Andrew Tate and like all these like old 40-year-old podcaster guys that just hate women because they have bad experiences or they got left, I don't know. But just constantly talking down on women, like sex workers even, or just like anyone that they see like that has work done, or just like over sexualizing women as well. It's just like, what's wrong with you? Like, why do you have to comment on her? Shit, him too, I don't know. Anyone. I just think it's just immature, I don't know. I do know, it is immature. This kind of ties in with the bad relationship with a woman, but if he has a bad relationship with his mom, like he hates his mom, I don't know how. And this might just be very circumstantial because it's something that I've experienced myself, but I don't know how you could be in a very loving and healthy relationship with a guy who hates his mom, because I just think you have a deep rooted hatred for women after the relationship with your mom went sour. Because if the relationship with your mom was just never mended and like it's just on a sour note from like your childhood to like now, I think it would make anybody feel kind of like distrusting towards women. Because I know it happens with women when we don't have our father in our lives and stuff. You don't trust a lot of men, so I could see how it goes both ways. But in women, it shows differently. Like, I mean, actually, no, not really. I think women and men can do the same thing. They're like, I hate men. I hate hoes. So, yeah. Granted, there are like circumstances where it's like, of course I understand why you have that relationship with your mom, but if it's just because you're just like, I don't give a fuck, like fuck everything, then fuck you too. I don't want to meet you. Why did I write this? This is not important. Hairy chest. I think it's just because I thought about the fact that if I got like a hair stuck in my teeth, I'd probably throw up because I hate hair. Anytime I feel hair like on my back, like this is kind of killing me right now. Hair on my back, when I have like a little hair in my mouth, like anything hair, ooh, I just hate it. I don't like it. Multiple baby mamas and does not take care of his kids. Okay, the multiple baby mamas thing, I understand one time you do it, you mess up, okay, it was an accident. Second time around, okay, I'm gonna be more careful, right? No, I'm gonna just go off. Okay, that makes absolutely no fucking sense, because what's gonna happen? Same thing like with the first one, you're gonna have a baby with someone that you're just like, and another broken family. I just can't. Once I see that a guy has like a bunch of baby mamas and is not taking care of his kids, or even if he is, it's just too much for me. I can't deal with it. After having a kid myself, I understand the relationship dynamic between people who have kids together. So it's just not for me to be in like a triangle and then the baby's in the middle, you know what I mean? So I'm okay off that. It doesn't mean that I don't respect you as a person, but it's just like, I know myself. This is kind of weird. This is kind of like, it's not that serious, but it also is like, because some of the people that I know them to say it, is one of those like, well, I think it has to do with age. Because I like guys like this when I was younger, the guys who like would take selfies and like, you know, do the little TikToks and like be all in this stuff. I think I'm too old for that now. So if you're 30 years old taking selfies, shirtless in the mirror all of the time, I don't think you want to be in a relationship. Like when I was younger, it's like, I don't know. But for me right now, it's a turn off to me. So, which I understand it's hypocritical because I'm a woman and I do the same thing, but it's just like, I don't know, stay in a man's place and get your ass in that fucking kitchen and make a sandwich. Can't dress. And when I say can't dress, it's not like, oh my God, he's not so aesthetic. I'm not aesthetic myself. I just dress as I'm like having a sense of personal style, and it's cohesive and it kind of just goes together. So that's what I mean. Like you just have a sense of style and it's cool and it goes together and it's just like you. These are like the two top ones. Your diet, like that sounds kind of crazy, but what I've realized is that it kind of plays a huge deal in the home life. Of course, you can still be fine, you'll be together, but it's like, maybe this is not a turn off. Maybe there's just like a bullet point where I'm like, actually, yeah, because there's 11 things on here. We're gonna make it 10. This is just like a side note. I would like to be with someone that has the same kind of like frame of mind when it comes to like eating lean and healthy and like working out every day, because it's a lifestyle. So if this is the life I'm living, I want someone else to kind of like, we're living this, not the same life, but together in life. Parallel. It's kind of be similar. Makes sense. We can go out to eat together and actually like the restaurants and not have to be like, well, I can't eat here, I can't do this. Last one, beliefs, politics, and religion. I cannot date someone that's like super, super religious or political. It's like too right wing. Like I can't date someone that's conservative. I cannot date someone that's conservative. I can't date someone that's like extremely liberal either. I just have to be with someone that's like not brainwashed by anything that they see or hear from people. So that's what it is. 'Cause I'm spiritual myself. As you can see, I keep my crystals and I keep like, I'm spiritual myself, but I just don't need like someone with that follower mindset. It just turns me off. Like be your own person, be your own man, lead your own way, make your own path. These are just mine. I'm 31. I've clearly been around the block. Not in a sense where I'm like, ooh, she's spun the block, but like I've lived. I've been in like, this is my third relationship. I've dated, whatever. It's all experience. Take it from me. Don't tell telling you, do not settle. Don't do it. Don't do it. You can compromise on certain things, but do not settle for anything on these lists. Stick to it, and don't make it your main focus. Focus on your own shit, but also be mindful.